You won't. Da-da-da-da-da. I've known that woman for years. She never been an accomplice to anything. Excuse me.
Utter nonsense to think those two would have ever been conniving with one another. I should probably pop this out this way.
Oh dear, this is most troubling. But surely the waxwork the man stole has nothing to do with the coroner, isn't it?
I have my own problem with members of the police. I do not trust them much.
I've seen no rigorous proof of that this waxwork was ever inside the birdcage. It's conjecture.
But killing someone without right evidences? He's not a proper job, is he? What of it?
They all hate my fucking guts.
Somewhat unsurprisingly, it seems the introduction of this waxworks model to proceedings has polarized opinion. Given that its face is obscured and it's built in no way resembles that of the victim, I can only applaud my learned friends
Temerity?
Temerity and suggesting it as Mr. Assman's body double.
Time to look up and see what that word means.
Yes, the applause is deafening. And yes, I know it seems extraordinary.
Excessive confidence or boldness.
But that's the point.
Temerity.
That's why I have a strong feeling it's actually a greater clue than anyone yet realized.
What are you thinking,
I
Mr.
use this
Naruhodo?
cool claw image as my wallpaper because, as much as I love the Hell of a Boss Pride image, it is far too busy to use as a fucking wallpaper.
Yeah.
I use it as my lock screen for my computer.
I can't explain why at the moment, but I feel as though there's a specific reason why it was used, why it had to be this model.
Background.
I just have
Oh my, nothing else would do with
Well,
you.
holy shit.
I just have Ring Code Plus as like PS4 or like PlayStation store like background as my wallpaper for my laptop.
I just have my YouTube mascots as my laptop background.
My wallpaper is now Infamous Cool Claw with my lock screen being the Hell of a Boss Pride image.
Yeah.
Because again, it's too busy to use as a wallpaper, but I love the art.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm convinced it's something far more significant than whether or not the model looked like the victim.
Well, if that's the case. We must prevent the trial from ending prematurely at all costs.
Agreed. have to find a way out of this. My phone wallpaper is fucking the Apollo Justice trilogy.
Nice. My phone wallpaper is just more raincoat with Vivia and Yako.
Gay.
Gay. Yeah.
I should really go back to my raincoat
If
OC.
you are ready, Council, you may proceed with the
Oh,
submission
yeah.
examination.
I still have my 2, but actually 3. One's just in development hell. Raincoat OCs.
Yes, my lord. Oh, whoa. Hey, Anak. Beep boop.
I'm just here.
Hold it! What sort of problems? Let's just say we have run into each other on numerous occasions while I've been performing on the streets. Right, I see. Obviously, artists such as myself cannot appear on stage as we work in close proximity to our audiences. So we perform our great magic in parks, on street corners, and the like. But the police use an excuse to make our lives difficult.
Excuse me.
You didn't like that one bit.
Do you have something to say in response to that, Mr. Ottermole?
Wait, Ottermole? Wasn't that mentioned before?
Yeah. Who you call a mass murderer? Oh, sorry, my mistake. I got confused because I heard you look alike. You look
Thanks,
like him.
Sholmes.
I don't look anything like that, man! You wanna be locked up, Sonny? Thanks, Mr. Sholmes.
Very cool.
Perhaps we could move on. I was really wondering if you had something you wanted to add to response to what juror number 3 just said. And clearly you do. I'm gonna shoot him. Back in my day, back in the good old days. Dun-dun. It wasn't like this. What was it like, sir? We worked hard, fingers to the bone to earn the public's trust, we did. And by Jove, we earned it! People respected us back then! Respected you? No one would have called a coroner into question in them days. A coroner's report with the hallmark of investigation done right. Especially when Dr. Courtney Stevens put her name to it. She was the best of the best, and the... hold on a minute. What are you talking about? Who's Courtney Stevens? Ah, sorry. Got a bit carried away there.
Oh, this time he just had it on hand. Mystery Man didn't need to pull it out.
Oh, so she changed her name to Sithe.
Damn. Or she got married.
Oh, yeah, she got married. I'm sorry, Sholmes, but
She obviously has a kid too, so yeah.
I'm sorry, Sholmes, but I left you for a better man. What? But why? You're too crazy and forgetful. What was that? I wasn't listening.
I can't believe your autism pulled me in.
It always pulls people in, madam.
Me and the bad bitch I pulled by being autistic.
I thought you were bro. Turns out you're just fam. Bro.
Stevens is Dr. Sith's maiden name.
Her maiden name? That was before she was married. Of course, yes. Silly me. It's Sithe now, isn't it? Stevens. I'm sure I've seen that name somewhere recently.
Oh no, I don't remember.
Anyway, the point is, those were the great days of policing, not like now. Maybe we have something.
No, I don't see anything about a Stevens.
Damn.
Yeah, no Stevens. I don't remember what they're referencing there.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. But do you think you could change your statement to include that name? Well, yes, I don't see why not. She was Courtney Stevens back when I knew her, of course. A legendary coroner even then.
Objection!
Oops. These two, I'm gonna get shot. Okay, just shoot me. Shoot me right here. Shoot me right here in the chest. I'm ready.
Mr. Sato, I fucked up.
Just shoot me already! Do it, you pussy! Ah! Man, I wish I was losing brain cells. No, wait, no I don't.
Gun.
Objection!
These two statements clearly contradict each other.
Good gracious. To whose statement do you refer, counsel?
So, juror number 2. Pretty.
Yeah, she's pretty. I like her design a lot.
Reminds me of a peacock for some reason.
Oh gosh, me. Oh,
Bird of paradise, maybe?
I've assumed that you heard what juror number 6 said in his statement. I'm in the house like carpet.
I'm in the house like carpet.
It brought to light the maiden name of the coroner, Dr. Sithe, which in turn has revealed a connection that wasn't apparent before.
Well, naturally, as a woman of society, I find such connections and relationships irresistible. But oh golly, I'm afraid I fail to see what you mean.
Dr. Sithe's maiden name is Stevens. And though that name, the coroner is very definitely linked to the waxwork of the killer. The defense has evidence to prove it. Oh, wait. Yeah, wait. Yeah, we didn't look at this autopsy report. Oh, there it is.
Oh!
We're just stupid.
Yeah. We don't look at things as much as we should. Okay, I finished my ice cream, so I need to take Fizz out. I'll be back in a few minutes.
I like ice cream.
I like ice cream.
Someone's dying.
Sorry, I just heard it.
My goodness,
Fucking-
evidence, you say? Oh,
Baldown does this bit where at the end of every commander he roasts where he's talking about if they can get it or not. I just heard this man say the fucking words squawk squawk 3000 in regards to Zinnia Valley's voice.
Goddamn.
Counsel, the court cannot overlook that last remark. I very much hope there is a substance to your claim. There is no Squawk Squawk 3000. Stop it.
Of course, my lord. I will ask the court to look at this. The evidence that clearly links Dr. Sithe to the mass murder known as the Professor.
Take that!
I have here a certain autopsy report from 10 years ago.
Ready?
Damn, I should have gotten a drink before I came back. I'll be right back.
Well then. Oh, fuck me, I guess. Academy manufactured three colorless. What do you mean?
Alright, I got my drink.
Damn. A 10-year-old autopsy report? What relevance does that have?
It is, of course, from the autopsy of the person portrayed in the waxwork, the killer known as the Professor.
Professors? But the man was a capital offender, so...
That's right. This is a certification of the death that was drawn up after the convict's execution. The identity of the killer was never made public, so the report gives few details. But what's important is the name of the coroner who wrote it. Courtney Stevens.
Oh my! Courtney Stevens!
Strike a light! It appears that the professor's autopsy was conducted by Dr. Sithe 10 years ago. And a few days ago, Mr. Drebber very deliberately stole the waxwork the professor from out of Tuspells. A waxwork that doesn't in fact resemble the victim, Mr. Asman, at all.
And do you suppose there's some unsavory relationship between those events?
Absolutely. I'm sure of it. There's no doubt in my mind that the professor's case, is at heart of a is at the heart of a link that we have yet to uncover. Between Dr. Courtney Sithe and Mr. Enoch Drebber.
Hidden links, mysterious connections, secret relationships. This is almost extraordinary. We're surely obligated now to explore this further.
Oh my god, how do I not have this in my deck?
Quite right. We can't let this trial come to an end now. Not while there's this cloud of suspicion hanging over the yard's best coroner. It wasn't like this in my day, but we're still here to uphold justice in the end.
Hold it!
But you claimed the whole instant kinesis demonstration was a trick.
Alright, I'm back. Did I miss anything?
There's a hidden link between what's happening now and with Courtney Sithe and the professor.
Makes sense.
And Enoch Drebber. So, you know.
Yeah. Because we know he was involved with the whole resurrection thing.
I have the fucking summonation examination as a ringtone.
Really? Nice. I need to get like an actual ringtone, but I don't know what to put as my ringtone. I don't even know how to put on a ringtone.
Very confusing and very fucking hard.
That I did. There's more than one way to pull a rabbit out of the hat, isn't there?
Sorry?
I grant you that given that this cage appeared from amidst an explosion, there'd have been no need to use a real person. If a waxworks had been used, the culprit could at least have had the decency to make it look like the victim.
I'm not sure exactly how much criminals are governed by decency.
That's the card I want to get. Oh. Oh my.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Give me one Valley Rock collar, please. The point is, if you're going to make a claim about that waxwork being inside the birdcage, you need to give us some evidence. Without that, that's just not science.
I suppose we should expect nothing less than a logical argument from a fellow of the Royal Society. But that perhaps means his mind could be changed if we manage to present suitable evidence.
Evidence that the Professor Waxwork was inside that birdcage. Can I produce that or not? I have evidence. Actually, I have something I'd like you to see, sir.
Alright, give me 1 minute.
Yeah, good.
I need to tag this as rats creates rats. Also get rid of funny fish. Don't need funny fish.
Break it down.
And streams, and there we go. Oh. I must warn you that I firmly believe it's only wise to trust men in white coats. So given your jet black outfit, I don't mind admitting to a sense of trepidation.
My outfit's blue. So you don't trust anyone in black? Looking in the mirror must be very trying. I do have some evidence that proves the waxwork was inside the birdcage. Namely...
Take that!
What's that? A piece of glass? Though it's unusually thick for glass.
Yes, it's a piece of broken glass that we found inside the jacket on the waxworks. As you say, it's not ordinary glass, though. It's very thick and clearly made for extra strength. Much like the special glass that was developed for the construction of the Crystal Tower. Exactly! The centerpiece of the Great Exhibition, where the very incident we're talking about took place. On the day in question, the birdcage fell from above and smashed through a window of that special glass.
From whence this small piece originated. Is that it?
Precisely. So, what do you say? Now that clear evidence in support of the assertion has been placed before you! Give me Alucard.
Well,
in my
as I
hand.
said, I only trust men in white coats as a rule. However, when the reasoning is sound, it's fair to say color shouldn't come into it. In light of what you've shown me here, yes, I feel obliged to change my position on the matter. In that case, juror number 4, you will amend your statement now, please. The presence of that piece of glass leaves me in little doubt that the waxworks was indeed inside the birdcage.
Objection!
Those two statements clearly contradict each other.
happier with this deck, I'm going to post this in tabletop. Good gracious, to whose statements do you refer, Council?
If you could put down your corn for a moment, juror number 5. And Neo died.
Oh, you mean me?
You pointed out that it's wrong to make an accusation without evidence. But the accusation that the waxwork model was inside the second birdcage on the day in question is not without supporting evidence, as the defense demonstrated to the juror sitting beside you.
Oh, is that right?
Would it be fair to say you didn't follow the argument?
I don't understand much besides Colonel Cobb, to be honest. Fucking Christ.
Of course you don't. I hate children.
I hate children.
If I could interject here.
Please do, sir.
Now that this assertion of yours about the waxwork has been backed up by some solid evidence, it would be wrong of me, as a man of science, not to pursue the matter further. This, every time you do these examinations, it fuels my racism.
How much corn does this girl have?
Well, it's got knobs and the juice, so...
Ah, well, me too then.
Sorry?
If this brainy gentleman says he's right, then he must be. See, I won't dream of going against Colonel Cobb or anyone who's got stuff in between the ears.
Oh my god, what do you mean that's $250?
Success! If you can call it that.
If it works, it works.
Thank you, Counsel. That will do. As a result of the summation examination, the juror's overall leaning has changed. Again. I'm going to call you a new slap. I'm going to invent one on the spot. 2 jurors now called guilty, against 4 who call not guilty. Accordingly, the court has failed to reach consensus at this time. the trial must continue.
We did it!
Oh, well done, Mr. Naruhodo! Another wonderful victory!
The waxwork of the despicable profession, Professor. Used as a body double for the victim. It is quite extraordinary case. I must say, it's extremely hard to believe the assertion possibly be true. However, it would appear that it does at least warrant further investigation.
It's the waxwork of the professor that links Dr. Drebber and Dr. Sithe. And I'm convinced that there's a special significance to that link. I don't know what you're hoping to prove, lad. I really don't.
Truth is, sir, by using evidence and testimony.
If the court is to delve deeper into the alleged involvement of the waxwork in this case, since the prosecution calls for the owner of the model to be summoned as a witness. The owner? Madame Tuspels.
I really thought that Lord Van Zies will object to this whole line of inquiry.
By the way, this Giselle character is based off of a real person.
Wait.
No. In fact, it's based off a real wax museum.
Oh,
Madame Trudeau's Wax Museum.
that's cool.
Although the actual one is located in New York. It's pretty obvious where the inspiration is, though. I mean,
Yeah.
Madame Trudeau. Oh wait, no, Madame Tassad. Excuse me, I had the name wrong.
Hmm.
Pardon me. Oh wait, no. I found an article on it. Madame Tassad is a wax museum founded in London in 1835 by the French wax sculptor Marie Tassad.
Hmm.
And there was an actual Chamber of Horrors
Oh.
that was about murderers and whatnot. Some of the looks like in this Wikipedia article, some of the displays included the execution of Charles Peace by William Marwood, 1879. Murderers Denverneck and Barmouth with Dr. Crippen in the dock, circa 1910. A waxwork of Holly Harvey Crippen, Adolf Hitler. A guillotine in the 70s. An electric chair with Bruno Hauptmann. A garrote. A lot of depictions of executions.
Yeah.
A depiction of serial killer John Reginald Christie, and a depiction of the death of Jean Paul Marat, among many others, assumingly.
Hmm.
Oh, here's something that's wild too. The chamber closed in 2016 and was replaced by a new attractive named, ready for this,
Yeah.
What?
the Sherlock Holmes Experience.
What?
Oh my god.
What?
Huh?
What?
Huh?
No
The chamber
way.
was reopened in 2022 with depictions
Holy
of the Cray
shit.
twins, John Christie, John Hugh, Dennis Nielsen, Ruth Ellis, Aaron Kosminski, likeness as Jack the Ripper, as well as the death masks of King Louis VI, Marie Antoinette, Robespierre, Carrier, and Herbert, as well as a French guillotine.
What are you talking about?
We're talking about
We're
the
talking
actual
about
wax
Madame
place.
Tussauds being a real place.
Oh. Damn.
It had a real Chamber of Horrors
Yeah.
that was briefly replaced with a Sherlock Holmes museum.
That's so fucking fitting. Holy shit.
Here's the article you did.
That's awesome.
Very well, I concur. Oh, there's a few. Now there's multiple locations now.
Ah, okay.
One in Beijing, Chongqing, Shanghai, Wuhan, Hong Kong, Delhi, Tokyo, Singapore, Bangkok, Dubai, Amsterdam, Berlin, Blackpool, Budapest, Istanbul, London, Prague. Of course, London being the original.
Yeah.
Prague, Vienna, Hollywood, Las Vegas, Nashville, New York, Orlando, San Francisco, Washington, D.C., and Sydney.
Damn. That's crazy.
Someone at Tokyo, while they were doing this game, had fun.
It looks like they closed down the locations in San Francisco and D.C.
Shame.
I could have gone to the one in New York when I was in New York. Damn.
Ah.
What was that?
It's a freaking bat.
Make arrangements for Madame Tussauds to appear as a witness with immediate effect. Listen carefully, my learned friend.
Oh, yes, I just see Eggnog there.
Yeah, just briefly. Woo.
Hello. Goodbye.
You should know that you're on the brink of opening Pandora's box.
Fortnite.
Dr. Doom is on his way out right as we speak. You will be added to his castle. The court shall now adjourn for 45 minutes.
Ooh, time to go on the monkey bars. Ah, they're hot as shit. Ah!
I have the full war machine set up. There's nowhere to run. During that time, the prosecution will summon the new witness and prepare her for taking the stand.
Man, Edra, you look a hell of a lot different than the last time I saw you a few minutes ago.
Madame Tussauds, yeah. I shall see to it at once, my lord.
Your accent's different too. You're wearing black.
That's not me, you insignificant fuck.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Wow, wow. Ah! The knight errant himself. Oh, have you been watching from the gallery, Mr. Sholmes? I've been on the edge of my seat the entire time. Courtroom trials are fascinating affairs, as a spectator at least. I'm glad you've been enjoying yourself. I have to ask. What on earth is going on? It makes no fucking sense. What's this professor business all about? He doesn't look like any professor I ever met before. Who even is he? Ah, of course. You were in Germany already 10 years ago. Yes, the professor.
Oh, Nick. I
Yeah.
found leaked voice files of Gregory Edgeworth.
What?
It's not Pro CD, but
Fuck!
yeah. I'll post it in a muted.
We were fucking robbed. Are you shitting me?
That don't sound like nobody I know.
You sound
That ain't me.
Yeah,
He sounds a bit younger.
yeah, you sound a bit too younger for my taste.
I don't know. Makes him sound like just like
He's
a
got
young
that-
dad.
I don't know who that motherfucker was. They don't know how to make no barbecue.
When I discovered he was the one who had been abducted, a sense of foreboding stirred within me. But who knew the monster would come knocking at your door, my heartfelt sympathies? As it turns out, Lord Van Zeek is more intimately tied to this case than any of us realize, isn't he?
Yes, how true.
Now I need to now I need to hear Sebastian's objection.
You do purple.
Look at you, purple.
Great friend from university in the dock.
And now a waxwork of a killer who took his esteemed brother's life make an appearance too. I imagine even the shrewd Mr. Reaper failed to foresee that kick in the teeth. An extraordinary move on your part, my dear fellow, to throw that in front of a man. You make it sound deliberate. I mean, it's what I would do.
I can't help feeling. That this professor case is really very puzzling.
Oh, yes. In what particular manner?
Well, this is Mr. Drebber and Mr. Dr. Side and Lord Van Zeek. It seems that everybody in the trial has a link to the case somehow.
Yes. In fact, I alone am not a member of the set. No, that leaves me as empty set, all alone with no intersections or any other.
Excuse me? Who's this? Mommy! Sorry. Dr. Scythe! Ah, Dr. Courtney Scythe. Nay, Stevens. Good day to you.
Oh, the X's are talking. Hello, Sholmes. That was very shrewd of you.
What in particular, pray?
You requested that 10-year-old autopsy report from Gregson, didn't you?
Well, I mean, I didn't want to ask you, obviously. Why would you assume such a thing?
Oi, your ex asked me to do something. Can you tell him to leave me the fuck alone, please?
Great, and I need to look up fan art.
No, there's no fan art. Why?
No! We must make them see our ways. Because Gregson told me.
Damn!
To think it's been 10 years. 10 years in the laboratory, wielding my scalpel. I smell of nothing but corpses and disinfectant.
A policeman on the jury had a lot to say about you as it happened, Dr. Scythe. And I've accused you of being complicit in what happened. I'm hoping that you'll take the stand and tell the truth about what really happened. God, she's so hot. God. I think I have a fucking type. Help.
You're gonna carry that weight.
Yeah. Doctors that want me dead, sign me up.
That certainly won't be possible. Lord Van Zieks won't be summoning me as a witness. Lord Strongheart has forbidden it.
What?
Bitch.
Lord Strongheart?
Strongheart, you son of a bitch.
The Pandora's box we're warned about is the Professor's case.
And Neo died.
Sorry. But please don't make the mistake of thinking you'll get any information about it out of me.
But attempting to hide from the truth? That's cowardice!
And Neo died.
Sorry. I've always fought crime in the way that I see fit. I have no regrets. None at all. And that's all I came here to say. So, good day to you.
She mentioned it too. This Pandora's box. Fortnite.
Whatever does it all mean?
There's really no cause for concern, I assure you. When the trial resumes, the meaning will become all too apparent, whether you like it or not. Huh? Now then, I believe it's almost time. I must make my way back to the public gallery. The edge of my seat awaits. I think maybe you're enjoying yourself a little too much. Ah, yes, one word of warning before I go. If in the course of the trial this afternoon you perceive even a shadow of doubt about the truth, don't let it out of your sight. Pursue it like a dog with a bone. To the bitter end, you understand? Do not falter, whatever may come to pass.
Thank you, Sholmes.
Alright, I understand. Thank you. Good. I shall make myself scarce then. I purchased a bar criminal earlier, so I shall be gnawing on that as you gnaw away at the truth. What did that warning from Mrs. Schoen really mean, I wonder? Especially the bit about whatever may come to pass. It's time for the final chapter then. I'm determined to find the truth, no matter what.
George.
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby reconvene the proceedings of this court. Counsel for the defense and prosecution, are you ready and able to continue? The prosecution is ready, my lord.
Yes, my lord. The defense is also ready.
As the court is aware, the case under our scrutiny began with a damaging incident at the Great Exhibition. Yet we now find ourselves embroiled in the details of a convicted felon who was sent to the gallows a decade ago. This trial has certainly defied all expectation. As it seems to be the fate of all trials in which the police is involved, my lord.
Damn. Racist.
So then, Let us begin our exploration of the defense's assertion that the waxwork was cardinally involved in this matter. Lord Van Zeeks. My lord. Are we still awaiting the arrival of Madame Taspels? Not at all. She is in the antechamber as we speak and ready to be summoned. Very well. Bring in the witness. Advance, my lord. Bailiff, show Madame Taspel to the stand.
British weekends? Things are about to become a lot more intense. I'm in the house like carpet. God, that fucking lean. If Trevor is responsible, as I'm sure he is, it means he must have had... Why are you looking at me like that, Naruhodo?
What?
It means he must have had an accomplice in Dr. Sithe.
And what connects the pair of them is the waxwork.
Yes, the model of the professor. That's the key to the link between these otherwise unrelated individuals. It's a tenuous link, admittedly, but at present it's all we have to go on. I'm gonna shit myself if I'm wrong. What the?
Oh my god!
Getting ready for that Herlock Sholmes exhibit, I see.
State your name and occupation for the court, please.
My name is Madame Esmeralda Tuspers. I am a waxwork artisan. I am the proprietress of the Madame Tuspers Museum of Waxwork. You will have to pardon me for working as I testify. My new exhibit must open very soon.
Oh, he finally gets a statue, does he? Now there are 2 of them in the world.
Oh my, what expression is she carving onto that face?
Scroll.
A number of days ago, a particular waxworks model was stolen from your museum. Can you confirm this?
Oui, it is true. At first we believed they had been kidnapped. Kidnapped?
A waxworks model? Kidnapped?
Yes, my lord. There was a demand for ransom money left behind by the culprit. However, according to what I've just been told outside the courtroom, that was not the true reason. I understand that it was utilized as a substitute for the body of a murder victim.
At present, there is That is no more than conjecture proposed by the defense. This is the victim of the case in question, Mr. Odie Osman.
But of course, I know him well. He is a part of my odious personages exhibit. I detest to say what is evident, but Mr. Asman does not resemble the professor at all.
Yes, but perhaps their faces are very similar.
Are you suggesting that we should see now the demasqued visage of the professor? I have here the key, but it's strictly forbidden to open the lock. I have here the key, strictly forbidden to open.
This is absurd.
Nuh-uh, you're absurd.
Pardon.
I don't know what face you're carving onto your figure beneath that mask, but clearly it won't be that of the actual killer. Indeed. The man's identity was never made public after all. The trial took place in a closed court. The proceedings were strictly confidential. The condemned man was summarily executed. His identity remains a closely guarded national secret. There's no possible way that a representation of tardy exhibits can get its hands on that information.
Quel dommage. Quel dommage. It would seem you are unaware of the Duspace's principles.
What principles?
Quel dommage. The family Duspace has always prided itself on sculpting its walls à la perfection. Every detail, including the visage, is fashioned with complete fidelity. And voila, our principles. Voila. There's a well-known legend about the Duspace waxworks from the time of the French Revolution. A member of the Duspace family said to have made a waxwork of the queen who was executed. Oui, that is true. It was a century ago now. I believe the queen's face was carved in the minutes following her death, actually at the guillotine site. You are correct. The model is on display still today in the House of Horrors. Read the spells will stop at nothing to obtain a faithful replica of the subject.
Oh wow, it's a great Ace Attorney fucking advertising the House of Horrors. Man, that guillotine looks so real. It is. You want to try it? Sure.
Dear me, a somewhat disturbing tenacity of purpose.
It is the only way to obtain a truly lifelike representation of the subject.
I think I have a thing for creepy artists too. Oh no.
Are we going to have to get the spray bottle?
Probably.
Get the fire hose.
And it has been my family's secrets for generations.
Hey, I said spray bottle, not a fucking hose.
The fact that you admit that you need the spray bottle means we need something more.
Do you mean to say that beneath that mask?
Gun.
Oui, the true visage of the killer is there.
This is ludicrous. It's out of the question.
Professor spread terror throughout Great Britain. As a result, the Madame Tussauds special exhibit remained extremely popular even today.
Crazy artist, my beloved. Hey, Angie.
The killer emerging from his own grave. It is a sight to behold. You should come.
I think, madam, it would be beneficial to hear your formal testimony on this matter. You will explain every detail of this macabre model and your personal involvement in its creation.
With pleasure. This special exhibit in the House of Horrors is based on a rumor that shocked society in London. An impression of a visage was taken directly from the corpse, in accordance with Tuspel's family principles. I enlisted the aid of the grave digger and created a hole for the head in the cemetery just before the uncovering.
And the grave
I saved
digger
myself
was.
until he gave me a signal. I was there for a very long time that night. As dawn approached, I was very worried that I could be disturbed.
The Gravedigger? The man sanctioned this?
Oui, I'll do all that is necessary to achieve the true resemblance my family is celebrated for. Nobody else knew. Only the Gravedigger. What harm did it do, huh?
So you truly saw it? The face of that monster?
Naturally, I was aware at the time that his identity was a secret. But to spells would not be to spells if we did not insist on absolute fidelity to our sculptures.
I don't believe this. I myself have seen the special exhibit at your museum, madame. A truly blood-curdling scene in which the murderer is emerging from his own grave.
The scene it depicts was the subject of many rumors in London 10 years ago. I have here a newspaper from the time. The special exhibit was based upon the picture in this article. It was the most
Whoa.
detailed account of what happened, as reported by the eyewitnesses who saw it.
Man rises from the grave. It's almost too absurd for words.
The public enjoy absurdity, monsieur. Monsieur. That is why I've reproduced the scene as carefully as possible in my museum.
And it's a waxwork from that exhibit that was stolen some days before the incident at the Great Expedition, wasn't it?
That is correct. The professor you see before you here.
Most puzzling. Counsel for the defense, proceed with the cross-examination.
This waxwork links Trevor to Dr. Sithe. And there has to be some reason for that, which hasn't yet come to light. But I'll find it. I'll get to the bottom of what really happened. I'll prove that Dr. Sithe and Trevor were in on this crime together. And they were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
Hold it!
You were there longer than you expected to be?
I had some difficulties in capturing the subject's form, can you see? As I removed the mask, the mouth of the cadaver fell open, and I had some problems with its chin.
Dare I ask?
Man had been dead for a short while already, you see. His muscles were relaxing, and consequently his chin would not align itself correctly.
Ugh.
Ugh, yeah.
Oh dear, what a horrible thought.
Anything for art, I guess.
Yeah.
Under normal circumstances, I would have an assistant with me. However, that night, I was alone, and as a consequence, I missed my preferred window of time.
What do you mean?
When I take the impression of the visage of a cadaver, I always wait until 3 hours after death.
Why 3 hours? Is that amount of time significant?
Before rigor mortis set in? Yeah.
It is because of rigor mortis.
A rigor mortis?
Oh my god, dude.
It's a name given to a phenomenon that occurs in recently deceased bodies.
Rigor mortis is such a fun word to say.
Mortis. Burn. Also, I'm making a really stupid meme.
Oh god, what is it?
You'll see. I'm like halfway done. I just wish my fucking laptop would load shit faster.
As a rule, 3 hours post-death, the muscles in the body begin to stiffen. Approximately 10 hours post-death, the entire body is completely rigid and inflexible. And then from that point on, the muscles slowly start to revert to their relaxed state. The effect is often used to estimate the time of death when a body is discovered.
Well, that was an education. It was slightly scary one.
As the Mademoiselle says, rigor mortis commences 3 hours after death, and it starts in the jaw.
Every movement causes rigor mortis.
Okay, I did it.
Where is it?
Hold on.
I see, so that's why you wait.
I put it muted.
Oh my god.
Before that time, the mouth pulls open, and it is a very, very difficult to do my work.
It's getting hard for me to do my work with all this talk of corpses. I wonder about that information the court just heard from Madame Tussbells. It's significant. The information about rigor mortis that just shared with us. Would you mind including that in your formal testimony? I believe it could be significant, you see.
Of course, I do not mind at all. I can't help feeling that after this latest topic, the atmosphere in the courtroom has become extremely grave.
This is no time for jokes, Miss Susato. Shut up!
Extremely
Shut up!
grave.
Shut up!
I am shutting up!
But death is just a natural part of life, Naruhodo. If you accept that, then you can accept anything.
Madam, kindly amend your testimony as discussed.
Bien sûr. Bien sûr.
Objection!
Madame Tussbells, I have here an autopsy report that was filled 10 years ago now. It confirms the death of the professor following his execution at the gallows.
And is that a problem?
I believe it is, because your testimony and a particular detail in this report completely contradict one another.
What?
Are you going to explain yourself, my Nipponese friend?
According to her testimony, Madame Tussbell was creating her wax impression just before dawn. And at that time, rigor mortis had not set in yet. Am I correct so far, madam?
You are, yes. As I said, the stiffening of the jaw is the first sign of rigor mortis, 2 to 3 hours after death. But the man's chin was limp, so he cannot have been dead for a long time.
But on the other hand, if you look at Dr. Seitz's report, it quite clearly states the following. Death by hanging confirmed at midnight, 17th of June.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Why did she light a cigarette in a house full of gas? Was she stupid? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And Neo died.
Back.
Hey.
9.
If the professor indeed died at midnight that day, then by the time you were sculpting his face, rigor mortis would have already have set in.
alright. The chin, it would be completely stiff.
In other words, this report is wrong.
Objection!
No recorder makes mistakes when recording the time of death. The very idea is absurd.
In that case, there's only one possible conclusion. The execution didn't actually take place at the stated time.
Order! Order! Council, this is beyond folly. Not only do you indict the author of the report, Dr. Sith, you also implicate members of staff at Barclay Prison where the execution took place. By heck.
Extraordinary! Not in my day!
My learned friend appears to have overlooked one very crucial fact.
What fact?
You're a whore.
No.
The professor died that night without question.
I thought you were a slut. Turns out you're just a whore. No.
He did? Of course he did.
Objection!
Yes, the professor died that night. But what if he didn't die at the gallows?
Ugh.
This Tomb Raider action figure sucks.
Didn't die at... Are you insane? What exactly are you suggesting happened in that case? What part of hung by the neck till dead do you not understand?
It's almost impossible to believe, but we'll explain the link between Dr. Sithe, the professor, and that one other person of interest.
You know?
I have evidence that will explain exactly what I'm suggesting happened that night.
He must have failed at, like, I don't know, failed at hanging himself? I don't know. Like, he must have only been, like, unconscious or something. And so they fucking killed him at the cemetery.
Maybe
Once they
Unok
realized,
bombed.
oh shit, he's not dead!
Maybe Unok bombed him on the head.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He bonked him with the shovel to kill him for good.
I mean, wouldn't you if you saw like a zombie come back from the dead?
Yeah. Bonk!
Oh wait, that wouldn't work because he's wearing a metal mask.
Well, I mean, like, having, like,
two metal objects clash against your head, that would probably hurt a lot, at least.
Never,
Council, present the evidence at once.
never tried it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to either. But I can at least theorize that it would hurt a lot. Because that is metal bashing on metal against your skull.
Take that!
About what? I'm sorry, I completely dazed out. What are we talking about?
We're talking about, like, how... Because, like, my theory is that, the professor wasn't killed by hanging. Like, he must have been just unconscious from it, and it didn't, like, actually kill him. So when they brought him to the cemetery to be buried, it turns out he's not dead, and he's back to being conscious. And so they're like, oh, fuck. And Enoch, like, fucking...
Being
basically
scared out of his
bonked
life,
him.
he bonked him on the head.
Bonked him on the head with the shovel. Even with the helmet on, I think that still would have done quite a bit of damage.
What happened that night is written very plainly in this newspaper article. Executed criminal returns in the dead of night at local cemetery.
No, we're not.
You're suggesting it was a corpse coming back from the dead now?
Well, if this article is to be believed, yes. The professor is assumed dead following his execution, emerged from his grave, and was killed again.
Objection!
Are you seeing this bullshit?
Ugh. The masked man says, uh-huh.
Don't be a fool, that's simply a rumor published by the gutter press.
Can you be certain of that?
He's angry.
He's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me.
I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him.
Are you serious?
The point is, as the article says, there was a witness to what happened.
Ooh, yeah. My brain.
My brain.
Yeah, my brain just realized that 4 days until Castlevania. 4 days I get to smack a killer in the face and upgrade my item, just like in the games.
Mhm.
My word, yes indeed.
Marie, the young man who's going to the cemetery by sunset.
Objection!
Of course, it was a witness. The story didn't write itself. But obviously, the man made it all up. And in any case, this was 10 years ago now. There would surely be no hope of finding it.
Objection!
On the contrary, my lord, we all know this witness well. He's in the fucking room with us. Sorry, I was playing Fortnite. Gave me that victory royale. I'm too busy playing this hot new game visual novel. Have you ever heard of Danganronpa?
That?
Exactly.
Shut your bitch ass up. Are you suggesting, Counsel, that you've identified the person in question? That you know who claims to have seen these utterly incredible events take place?
Yes, my lord. In fact, you could say that he's right here before my very eyes. Why are you people so fucking stupid?
You will substate your latest claims now, then, Counsel.
Oh my god, you people are fucking idiots.
Take that!
The man in question is Mr. Enoch Drebber.
Drebber, the previous witness,
The special exhibit in the House of Horrors at Madame Tussauds Museum of Waxwork. Recreate that decade-old scene in great detail. The condemned criminal emerging from the grave, and beside the tomb, a young man with a lantern stumbling upon the terrifying sight. And that young man is the 10-year younger Mr. Enoch Drebber.
Test. Hello, hello.
Oh, yes, hello.
There we go.
Hey.
For some reason, my mic decided to die.
Oh.
Just need to plug it out, unplug and replug.
Uh.
Order!
Do-
Surely not, Council.
Also, it sounds like you're a bit oh no, you died.
I close the stream. I'm having a day. Tremby was there in Lowgate Cemetery.
Where'd the Dreb though? The Drebby, bro.
The Dweb.
The Dredge.
The Dredge.
What is all this? What is all this talk about, Mr. Drebber? Is the name significant? What is the previous line?
It was just And I thought you said so. Of course, Madame Tussbell doesn't know, does she? Yes, it's extremely significant, madam. To your situation as well, in fact.
What situation?
The theft of the Professor Waxwork from your museum some days ago were perpetrated by the very same man.
No. But that with me.
Madame Tuspels. It would appear you know the name Enoch Drebber.
Oui. Yes, I know it. From long ago in the past.
What?
Oh my!
Were they lovers?
Uh.
I mean, someone that is interested in waxwork and cadavers with a man that's basically a robot.
Well, he wasn't a robot back then.
Oh yeah, you're right, so it wouldn't work. Wait. Never mind. Never mind.
What?
I checked their
Good
ages.
gracious. Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Skipper died.
Yes, yes, of course. The story of the young man and the terrible sight he witnessed in the cemetery 15 years ago. Was published in every single newspaper in London and throughout Great Britain. However, in all of the articles, the witness was simply described as a certain young man.
Oh
No
god.
details were published about his identity. His name was never revealed.
Oh god, I just realized why it wasn't.
Huh?
Think about it. You going grave. What this guy's doing, like, right now, he's grave robbing. So.
Oh, so yeah, of course he wouldn't want to be known. Because then he'd be arrested for grave digging.
At least apart from in one newspaper.
Or grave robbing.
One newspaper. The Daily Circus. It is the paper from which comes the article I've already shown the court.
You're saying that his full name was only publicized in that article?
Okay, so who's the one that publicized it? Who's the
Yeah.
the
Who's the
publisher?
reporter? Or the publisher. Or the editor.
Who's everyone?
Goodness me, yes, here it
Just
is.
anyone in the fucking newspaper business. Yep.
Oh, he probably got kicked out of university too. Jesus.
Oof. Yeah. That would suck.
Hold on. Let me just. Royal Society Trophy for Excellence in Science that was found in Mr. Trevor's workshop. It's a very prestigious award for a young student, so it's a young scientist. Yeah, that would certainly. An article saying that you grave rob can certainly damage that.
Yeah. Especially of a convict like him, no less.
The university student who experiences shocking events is Mr. Enoch Trevor.
And honestly, you were probably grave robbing for like science or something for the corpses.
Maybe he was just curious about like, because I mean, Professor was a big name serial killer, so obviously he's like, maybe I can get something interesting out of this. I don't know. Looking for something specific, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe I could just like to dissect his brain to see how it works.
Yeah, something like that, maybe.
In the minds of a killer. Yeah, if a killer woke up, I'll bonk him on the head too.
Yeah. Bonk! Metal pipe falling sound effect.
Yeah. Metal pipe explosion.
Minecraft anvil noise.
A disciple of science at the University of London and a resident of its student dorms.
Unbelievable!
When I read the article, I went to meet with the man. His discovery of the condemned criminal coming back to life in the cemetery in the dead of night would make a perfect exhibit for my house of horrors, whether it was worth the truth or not.
I see. So you went to meet Mr. Trevor in order to sculpt the waxwork of the man, did you?
Exactement. He was studying science at the University of London in those days. He was just a poor student. I paid him £5 to model for the waxwork. And since that time, it has been in my museum to recreate the scene of terror from the cemetery.
So 10 years ago, a young man appealed to the public about an extraordinary event he witnessed. A criminal who had been put to death re-emerging from his grave in the middle of the night. But the public treated his claim as nothing more than an amusing anecdote that was soon forgotten. 10 years later, the same man steals a waxwork model of an executed criminal, ostensibly to use as a body double for the victim in the case we're discussing here today. Even though the waxwork build is a poor match for the victim and his face is obscured by a mask, so the question is, why would the man do such a thing? Which brings us to 3 days ago, when the birdcage crashed into the Crystal Tower. If the birdcage had in fact contained not the body of Mr. Assman, but that same waxworks, the coroner from Scotland Yard who investigated Dr. Sithe would have noticed it immediately.
Yeah.
And yet she submitted this autopsy report for the victim, which the court has seen earlier. Why?
Because the waxworks was that of the professor, is that what you're saying?
Dr. Sithe put her name to a document confirming the death of the condemned criminal who was still alive. A criminal whose apparent resurrection was witnessed by Mr. Drebber. But that misconduct was a deadly secret the coroner would do anything to protect. Which is precisely why Mr. Drebber used that particular waxwork as the body double.
No. Pretending to have a heart attack again.
My lord! This court must summon Dr. Sithe to the stand. The defense is determined to find out exactly how the coroner and Mr. Drebber are connected.
Wouldn't this if I received this through the prosecutor's office? Dr. Sith is unable to participate in these proceedings. Is that not the case?
She told us so herself, didn't she?
What do you mean?
Hey, the Buddha. I am a Buddha. Something happened on the night of that killer's execution 10 years ago. And surely nobody will want to get to the bottom of that more than Lord Van Zeeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Base.
The prosecution calls for the instructions in that missive to be scrapped.
Hell yeah.
But Lord Van Zeek's missive was issued from the Lord Chief's Justice Office.
Objection!
Who gives a fuck? Yeah.
The assigned prosecutor has the final say on policy in any particular trial. In other words, me.
Get him, Vansy. Get him. Bless you.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
That Enoch Drebber and Dr. Sith both take the stand together.
They
Yeah.
were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
Van Zeke sneeze, blows his nose on Masked Man's cloak.
Dude.
Order! Did everything you speak?
Okay.
Order! Ooh, that was terrible. Ugh. Let me try that again. That was 7 levels of fucked up.
7 levels of fucked up.
Order! 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 Very well, I will uphold your request.
British weekend?
Bailiff, send a subpoena with immediate effect addressed to Dr. Sith of the Forensic Investigation Team. The woman is compelled to attend on Her Majesty's orders.
Alright then.
God save the Queen.
Eggnog Drebber and Dr. Scythe. If they weren't colluding with one another, this crime could never have been committed. I'm just a stone thrown away. I can feel it.
Getting real close.
The truth behind all of this is about to come out.
And there's toss bells.
God, her music's so sexy.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess that's one adjective. Hey, Fitz.
Hi, how are y'all doing?
We're doing good.
What did y'all think of the chair?
Oh, were you getting
Were you being
executed?
tortured?
No,
Oh.
I volunteered to do it because for the production we're doing, that chair is going to be the main prop.
Huh.
Did they not force you to eat pudding?
What?
What?
What does that have to do with anything?
Did they not force you to eat fruitcake?
No, there was no food there.
Did they not force you to eat Jello?
No, there's no food. He just said there's no food.
Then why were you singing the Grinch's chair?
What?
Oh, that's what you're referring to. Is that all you got? Is that all you got?
Thank you for your attendance on such short notice, Dr. Sith.
Oh god. I'm disappointed in you, Lord Van Zeeks. You've completely betrayed the agreed policy of both Scotland Yard and the prosecutor's office. I'm just built different.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I will just go ahead and send the production we're doing.
In the group chat or needed?
Group chat.
Betrayal is not in my nature, as long as...
This is interesting. I've never heard of this.
It's a historical play based on like
Oh.
a story of this actually happened to a real life woman. It's like the director just flat out told us this play is gonna be a bit intense.
Yeah, I'm reading the summary and yeah, I can tell. Yeah, wow, this is very intense. Holy shit.
Yep.
That's really, it's a neat concept, but whoa.
This play was like written to both spread awareness of like the injustices that women were facing at the time, as well as like also kind of a commentary on the horrid conditions of asylums back in the day.
So
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
In the group chat, Fitz posted like a summary of the theatrical thing he auditioned for.
Ooh. This sucks. Like no wait, I mean like it sucks for the woman. I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's not even a hint of wrongdoing, so no matter whom it concerns or disgruntles, I will pursue the matter to the bitter end, as would any prosecutor worth his salt.
AKA not Jack Portsman.
Why did TJ clone themselves?
Mr. Drebber, you took the victim's life by means of a machine that you constructed in your workshop. And Dr. Sithe, at the investigating coroner, you were the first on the scene to examine the victim's body. It is the belief of the defense that you collaborate with each other and were both complicit in this crime. Hot. Sorry.
And where's your evidence?
At present, we have no definitive evidence, but we do have a very significant clue.
What are you talking about?
Async.
Hey.
I'm talking, of course, about the waxwork! This model of the
Gasp.
killer known as the Professor, who was sentenced to death 10 years ago.
You don't need to tell me. I witnessed the man's execution with my own eyes, and officially pronounced him dead. Well,
That
it seems
remains
like
to
it
be
might
seen.
not have worked.
Oh, you could have lied.
Is that so?
According to the newspaper report from the time, on the night following his execution, the killer came back to life.
Don't waste my time.
And the sole witness to that mysterious event was you, Mr. Drebber, wasn't it?
He's twitching a little bit.
If what you saw in the graveyard that night 10 years ago wasn't some chilling fiction but reality, it will make you privy to a very great secret of Dr. Sithe.
She fucking sucks at her job! That's the secret.
A secret so profound it could compel the coroner to agree to collaborate in your evil scheme, in fact. Mr. Drebber, tell the court! Tell everyone the truth of what you saw that night in Lowgate Cemetery! So he was the student who saw it. You can see the resemblance actually, can't you? With the man in Madame Tussauds, I mean. Surely he's not going to claim that's really what he saw, especially not after all these years. He was a research student at the University of London, was he? And a bit too clever for his own good, if you ask me.
I can't believe they shaved Rick Toffin again.
What an interesting twist. When at the time not one person would take me seriously. Yet now here we are, 10 years later, and suddenly my story matters, and in a court of law too.
Whoop.
I fucking hate all of you for not believing me.
I told you so!
Very well then, if everyone so wishes. Let's be frank.
Oh!
Ah!
There it is.
I'll tell you the truth of what happened that night, for what it's worth. I fucking hate this fucking bitch for not believing in me. Fuck you. I'm telling the whole fucking truth. I may be a robot, but I still care for the fucking truth. He needs closure for the life he once had.
Yeah.
The Amnesia Collection is ready to play.
Oh, I got the whole Mafia collection now. I'm ready.
Nice. I still need to get Rebirth in the bunker, which I'm probably just gonna wait to get Rebirth until it's on sale, and then buy the bunker later.
I could play the bunker for free for Game Pass, actually.
So, Mr.
But
The testimony, please, about the events of that night 10 years ago. You will tell the court exactly what you stumbled across in Lowgate Cemetery.
Yes, of course. As you wish. I owe it to myself. The life I once had. I've been waiting oh so long.
It's been
The reason I was in Lowgate Cemetery at all 10 years ago was for a spot of moonlighting, shall we say. Yes, the illustration in that newspaper article was based on what I witnessed that night. But thinking back now, I realized that I never actually saw the professor. Soon afterwards, I was visited by a young woman who sculpted a model of me from wax. That wax figure is the only thing I remember from my past life. I looked so happy back then. Wait a
I'll
minute.
get that smile on my face and it's just him screaming in terror.
Look at all that emotion that figure has.
Damn, wish it were me.
Oh, wait. Wait a minute. You claim you didn't actually see the professor now?
Dude.
Of course. You have to have a screw loose if you believe a corpse could come back from the dead.
Trevor. For fuck's sake.
We're trying to help you.
Trevor!
We're going
No,
to
we're not
Flavor
trying to
Town.
help him because we're trying to get him convicted.
Well, we don't know if he actually killed them.
I guess.
We are going to Flavor Town.
But, so you're saying this article is not worthy the paper is printed on? I think that would describe it perfectly, yes. This is the only emotion I can give.
What do you mean, Matt Path building a gargantuan spring trap, Mecca?
And we'll still lose to Godzilla.
No shit. If stuff developed by the actual Japanese military cannot defeat Godzilla, what chance does he have?
I always come back. Godzilla blows his atomic breath in his face.
That's what happens when you get a Godzilla paragraph after the FNAF chapter comes out.
It will be the Godzilla from the
The details in the article
1990.
aren't true. The details in the article, it nullifies your argument for why Mr. Drebber and Dr. Side.
Which Godzilla from the 90s?
The American version.
Ah.
So he's discrediting himself to cripple my argument. If no one believes me back then fuck you!
Fuck you!
Knowledge of fast goo.
Tell me, witness.
You can't escape, Edgeworth.
He's coming for you. Oh Lord, he coming.
You claim to have been in the cemetery on some auxiliary business. Can you elaborate?
That's right. Grave robbing, to be precise.
Yep.
As you know, Lowgate Cemetery is at the rear of Barclay Prison. So among students at the university, it had a reputation for being haunted by the ghosts of condemned convicts.
Oh, so he was hoping to find a ghost.
Heh.
Well, he sure did find one.
Sure did find something.
Not exactly a ghost, but a zombie, maybe.
Maybe I should. Maybe I should own Alien vs. Predator on Blu-ray.
Grave robbing, you say?
Yes, exhuming fresh corpses to sell is reasonably lucrative.
Wow!
Of course, I never laid a finger on any valuables buried with the dead.
That's not better.
It's moderately better.
I'm sick and tired of seeing this bitch Kiriko.
Oh god.
So, you were one of the so-called resurrectionists. Particularly unpleasantly scourge on society.
Actually, my fellows and I went by another name. The Repurposers.
The repurposers.
The Repurposers. Oh, that's clever.
That is quite beyond the pale. You would invite divine retribution, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
well, I think I suffered retribution enough.
Uh-huh.
The Daily Circus eventually unearthed my name and put it in print. It caused me a great many headaches. In the end, I had to leave the university.
Yeah.
That was the only paper with the bad grades to identify me unambiguously, I might add.
Oof.
I see.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about who drew it.
Out of interest, who drew the illustration for this article?
Ah, yes, that was the reporter who exposed me. He sketched that right in front of me as I described the scene. Obviously, as time ticked on, I bitterly regretted what I'd done. Claiming to have seen something I never truly saw. Foolish. Very foolish.
Something tells me he's like, it's like, I don't know what the term is. It's back something.
Huh.
Hmm.
Well, counsel for the defense, you may proceed with the cross-examination now.
Nah. At once, my lord. Nah. Nah.